Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Origins. I am the human noble warrior, Aiden Kuzland, and we just finished up on our first sweep of Denram. We're going to have to return for All Hal one day, and we're going to need to make camp. It's been a long day. We traveled all throughout the city, bought things, did many tasks, and it's time to relax. Talk to my companions before I go to sleep. Specializations offer new talents or spells for your characters learn. They also offer other benefits such as boost your abilities. Not sure.
Blight. How will you end it?
Oh. That's very forward. And I know I haven't been grouping with you out in the when we leave the camp very often, but that's changed now. We have to fight the archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
Wait, you doubt I'm really a Grey Warden?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
I haven't really brought you along with us. Okay. Well, we're going to go and deal with a few things along the road, then we're going to head south. Oh, no, sorry. We'll grab there's a few things we need to do on the road towards the far west, sorry, where Brother Genitivi is. Sorry, I'm stumbling over what I was planning on doing, but we need to get Brother Genitivi, if he's still alive, but we need to go that way anyways. If he thinks the Urn of Sacred Ashes are that far west at Haven, we definitely need to go there to get the Arl Eamon's support, which we don't have at the moment because he's in a coma on his death, and near death on his bed. Sorry, I'm just kind of stumbling over everything what I'm trying to say. So, I'm new to the Wardens.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
She can't seem to make Sten happy. Well, what I would like to do... Sten needs to level up. He needs to become more seasoned. I can always do that. Level up. The reason I need to do it now is so I can outfit him with armor. He has enough strength where I can pretty much give him everything. He's up to 40 strength. That's good. So I'll leave it at that. Just one skill. It's not much at all. Sure what I could do with that. Let's give him combat tactics. Could give him combat tactics. It gives him more AI control. 4 for this. Let's give him bravery. Can't give him any more. And he's two-handed weapon, so shattering blows. He's adept at destruction as at death and gains a large damage bonus against golems and other constructs. So stunning blows. Where's the passive one? Okay, the characters learn to wield two-handed weapons more effectively, reducing penalties to attack and defense from powerful swings. I can even take him up to the 4th tier, actually. The character swings a two-handed weapon through enemies in a vicious arc, dealing normal damage to those it hits and knocking them down unless they pass a physical resistance check. Very good. So he's going to be very, very good with his armor and weapons that I'm about to give him. I'm not going to give him Caitlin's armor, and the Blood Dragon armor is from... Parts of it are from my home. I'll be the one to wear that. But I will give him the best of everything else that we have. Oh, this one's even better. Wear that helmet. Which gloves are better? Not sure which will look better. Or this one. That's fine. What boots do we have? Heavy plate boots. Definitely an improvement. And he's got 10 armor. I know we have a good chest piece. Heavy plate armor, 14. Ow. He looks very armored now. A little funny, the colors don't go together, but... And we've got a new weapon to give him. Not the Nug Crusher. Have to sell some of these things. Where is it? It's Usaris. Pretty much one of the better 200 weapons I've seen. Plus 20 fire resistance and plus 10 versus dragons. 16.5 damage. That's quite an epic weapon. And it's got 2 enchantment slots as well. Although we really don't have many items to enchant with at the moment. Oh, he doesn't really have anything else. There's no belt, no rings. It's jewelry we gotta go to. Oh, this is actually not bad. Plus 6 defense, plus 4 spell resistance. I'll give this to him. He's gonna need it since he just has a 200 weapon and he's relying on his armor to defend him. Nothing else for protection. Plus 10 electricity damage. Same thing with Zevron. They don't really have many items. She doesn't use electricity. Wynne. Morrigan does, though. Plus 10 cold resistance. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no, it's just a ring. I'm reading it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna give her this electricity damage. I'd rather have frost damage, but... Okay, so there's an idol. If somebody does not have something around their neck, which everyone doesn't, so we can have plus 10 cold resistance. And that's it. The rest of the rings are just for sale. I think that Zevron can use Duncan's dagger since I have no use for it. Let's see what he currently has here. Longsword. Let's get that out of there. Duncan's dagger can be there. And Beastman's dagger. So he's got 2 nice daggers. We need a lot more enchantments. Oh, he can use his bow. He must have high dex. Don't auto level up. Oh, no! Seriously, no! Did it really level him up? Damn. Let's see. P. I don't think it did. What the heck? Dual weapon. Okay. So that's... It didn't do anything. But he needs to get up with picklock, definitely, right away. Which he does not have any ability to do right now. Okay, so now that we outfitted Sten, who's going to be our tank for a while, we've got to go and... Oh, wait. I forgot about that. If you find the Urn of Sacred Ashes is more of Alistair's thing, because he's a Templar and he also follows Andraste, that's not something Sten would follow. So we're going to take Alistair along for the next little while. Same thing with Leliana and Wynne, even. They're my favorite, but it's not exactly the reason why I'm doing it. It's because they're all followers of Andraste. Their heart are more into retrieving the Urn of Sacred Ashes. So let's talk to Chester, my dog.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Good, he will fell our enemies with his stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Alright, go ahead, he's getting a low rank.
Excellent. I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath after supper.
Apparently Mabari hounds are very intelligent. They understand a lot of things that you say and mean. And this Levi Dryden keeps following us everywhere. I guess it means a hell of a lot to him. Let's speak to Alistair to begin with.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Can you teach others to be a Templar?
Sure, I could. I could even teach you, I suppose. Anyone who's been trained as a warrior. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Awesome. Okay, how about you, Zevran?
Here I am.
Can you teach others to be an assassin?
Oh, I certainly could, but I won't. I swore to the crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see.
Very well, I'll respect your word.
If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows?
He approves of that. Well, at least I was respectful. I didn't want to push him. He doesn't really know us too well, and I haven't taken him along
Here I am.
much with us. Can you answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared, the authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses, even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
You've never killed an innocent?
Now there's an interesting word, innocent. How many men do you know who can claim to be truly innocent? But if you're talking generalities, such as children and relatives and bystanders and such, never on purpose. But it happens. It's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some wasting disease, or a fall down the stairs, or at the hands of a darkspawn. It's all relative in the end.
Well, from your point of view, I suppose that's true.
Death happens, as we like to say, and when I get paid for it, death happens more often. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I just don't like the idea of killing people that are not, that are innocent. I guess that's one of the first things I said to him, but... There's a certain artistry in the deed. Sinking your blade into flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands. Well, I know what you mean.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Why not? You can do whatever you like.
Whereas I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a talent that not many come by, honestly. I don't see why I need not pursue it. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Well, we seem to have proved that. Hoi, Leliana.
Yes? Something you need?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val-Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val-Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sort of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs. And shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes! Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
You know, I like shoes, but I will never understand women's fascination with the need to have fancy, expensive, and dozens upon dozens of shoes. It just blows my mind. That's definitely a woman's response. Oh, I love shoes. What's so special about shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room? Perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
You don't need fancy shoes to make you beautiful.
Thank you. It's kind of you to say so, even wearing these mud-covered horrors. They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
My wife is the same way, actually. Okay, she wants shoes. Apparently. We have gifts. Blue satin shoes. Now, this has got to be for her.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
There's also this... steel symbol of Andraste. I think it goes to her.
Oh, how
Yes.
dear of you. Thank you so much.
Yes, it goes to her. And I've inspired her to more cunning. That'll actually help, now that I think of it. Because I was thinking of leaving her at 25 cunning. She's at 26. She went up by 1. Wynne, you look like you're praying.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
Arl Hal massacred my family. Duncan helped me escape.
Arl Rendon Howe? The Earl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you?
I am the son of Bryce Cousland, Turn of Highever.
You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord?
A Cousland and now nothing.
No, not nothing. You are a Grey Warden, one of the last of the Ferelden Wardens. We depend on you now. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
I'd give it up if it meant I could see my family again.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Now she has me thinking about my family. That would make me very sad. We have... I'm just going to turn in the low-level runes, which is everything. Apparently we don't have any better runes than the lowest level, so leave. I'm sure I'll be able to either find some or buy some in the future.
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
Alright, Mr. Sten. What do you have to say? It's hard to get through to this guy. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Actually, never mind.
Very well.
Want to discuss something you mentioned?
Speak then.
It's not for
Then I
now.
suggest we move on.
Well, he's like a rock.
As you wish.
Okay, so Morrigan to speak to, and then I have some business with Bodan. See what I can get. I actually have some gifts I wouldn't mind giving Morrigan. Seeing as that she likes jewelry so much. We seem to have a lot of it. Oh, and the joining chalice I was going to give to Alistair, that's right. Oh, there's a runestone. I think Alistair might like that. There's a bunch of paintings and books. Golden rope necklace.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Silver Sword of Mercy. Alistair actually might appreciate that. I'm withholding this black grimoire. I'd like to... I don't really just want to give it to her. I don't fully trust Morrigan still. Bracelet. That might be for Alistair. A small silver ring I can give to her.
Interesting.
Oh. Okay, so let's speak to Morrigan.
I have a thought.
Oh, what's on your mind?
We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands.
What do you want this grimoire? What do you want with this grimoire exactly?
'Tis a book of spells, of the sort that Flemeth has dabbled with throughout her long life. 'Tis not the sort of thing that would benefit a mage of the standard variety. They were taught a different path. I, however, was taught by my mother. I know a way around the wards my mother would have placed on such a tome. I know the language that she would have written it in. I would find such a tome most useful.
Useful in what way?
Useful in the way that it might increase my power. Useful in the way that I would become more useful to you. Does that not follow?
How do I know it's not dangerous?
Dangerous? All knowledge is potentially dangerous. If you have some fear of me such that I should not be allowed such knowledge, then by all means deprive me of it. I have no ulterior motive for seeking it, however.
What makes you think the mages still have this book?
Flemeth is a sorceress of legend, is she not? And her grimoire would be more than a mere curiosity to mages that daren't even glance towards the places my mother has walked for eons. No doubt 'tis considered something dangerous, perhaps best locked away somewhere dark, yes? And if not, then at least I know it does not exist. But there is no harm in looking, surely?
You're telling me this now?
It did not occur to me when we were still in the Mage Tower. I wish it had. Truly, Mother has assumed for a long time that the tome was lost forever. I only remembered it now after thinking what treasures might be found in the Circle of Magi's Tower now in its condition.
Very well, if we go back to the tower, I'll look for it.
Good. I am most interested to see its contents, should it be located. The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind.
Interesting. So, I'll just have to turn around and give it to her. Oh, also we have an armor. Better armor thing. Yeah, instead of just 30 plus 30 physical resistance, I want to give him 2 dexterity and 2 damage. And I guess I'll give her the book. I hope she's not going to suddenly turn against us over it. Where is it? The Black Grimoire.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? When I spoke of it to you, I did not truly hope... This is a most fortuitous event. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
quest. There's a quest over this. You found Flemeth's tome and gave it to Morrigan. She seems quite eager to start studying it, and Maker only knows what she'll learn from it. I can't really find it within me to trust Morrigan. She just... I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to call the video here, and between now and the next video I'm going to sell to Wodan and see what I can buy from him. So thanks for watching, and more videos are to come.